common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another live episode of Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
We are your one-stop shop for crypto, stock, and commodity, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news. Let's smash the like, smash that share button, and smash that subscribe button. We will be giving away some RPD cryptocurrency from our last live show together, and today will be an RPD giveaway as well. So let's go ahead and do what I just said. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section below with your Telegram handle or your RPD wallet address to be entered to win 10,000 RPD cryptocurrencies. Now, things have been rocking and rolling here in the crypto market. It looks like we're getting a little bit of a sell-off right when we're going live. Is the world ending? Well, that is what the Todd Father is for. We're going to look at some Wyckoff and Elliott Wave to see where these cryptocurrencies are going. And so far, the Discord has been, should I say, lit. The price objectives we had were hit. We did some sells earlier today, and boom, this little bit of sell-off wicked and hit some of our Discord members' buys to get back into the market. So, Todd, do you think we're going to continue to hold this, or do you think we got more downside to go? Brief explanation, because I'll hop to CoinMarketCap, and then we'll go ahead and look at your charts.
I think we just had a quick wave 4 sell-off there, and we'll put it back together and work higher.
That's what I like to hear. A couple news items today, but as you know, all the news items is about the price, not about any actual news for projects. So really, this one is going to be a lot of technical analysis, a lot of macro view discussion with a couple news articles and the giveaway mixed in. Let's jump right into it. Yes, and I know you're getting this little not connected to any YouTube live chat black in the bottom right. It is not allowing us to hook up the text, so make sure to look at the text next to the live show. CoinMarketCap, we are up to $171.2 billion. Bitcoin dominance slipping hard from earlier yesterday, down to 51.1%. Bitcoin 49.52, still 1.9% in the green for the day, and still very green for the past 7 days. Ethereum trying to hold $160, XRP 34 cents, and Bitcoin Cash up 24% even after this little dip, up 50% at one time. People are like, holy cow, that is the best trade. If you could have timed it, because remember, Bitcoin Cash did lose more value than a lot of these other cryptocurrencies, especially with the contentious hard fork of Bitcoin Cash, or Bitcoin Cash ABC, and Bitcoin SV. Biggest winners today: Repo, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Diamond, and Augur. Not going to spend a lot of time talking because I know what you guys want to see, and that is the Todd Father pull-up trading view. So let's get right into that.
Actually, TradingView just followed my Twitter today, so that might help some followers. Sorry, Johnny, you missed that EOS sell. I just threw that in quickly. We'd had that rally to $6, which I'll show. Well, let's first, this is the Bitcoin. This is kind of the Elliott Wave count that I've showed on here. And I updated it yesterday. And then today, right here at the exact high, if you look on my Twitter, we was around 52.50. And I said, I thought here's where we're at. I showed a wave 4 somewhere down around 48.75. And we just, if you can figure this out, we just had a quick wick down to 48. And right now we're 49.30. So that could have been the wave 4. I'm guessing we'll probably mouse around here and finish this wave 4. You know, this wave 2 corresponding took 2.5 boxes here. So theoretically, we might want to move that over to there. And then since we have gone to 4,800, I'm guessing we'll probably see 4,800 again. Maybe spring that low. So there's my thoughts. sideways to hair lower for, just another few days. And then I still think onward and upward on, again, on like Litecoin, I was showing maybe like 106 on the upside. We did do 100 and quick break down to 73. Big volume on the way up. If this is a fifth wave, that could have been it for Litecoin. It might start underperforming versus Bitcoin. So Bitcoin goes to new highs. Maybe Litecoin slows up. I'm not sure. It's 12 off the lows, so everything's still acting pretty well there. On the software, I'll show here that I really didn't have divergences. I didn't have overbought technometers. Here's Litecoin USD right before the break. We had a technometer of 48. This was intraday. We've got new highs volume, new highs price. Volume was a little slow getting going, but that's happened. And there is Litecoin USDT. I had a little problem on the software, not showing the green bar here, but there's a 45 technometer. So again, not overbought. So I guess I think we're still going to stair step higher. So let me show what Johnny was talking about in the Patreon. I had thrown up the EOS because this is the account that I've been showing as well on here. I showed a move to $5.80 to $6. And, again, no sell on EOS per the software. It just looked like that this 5 waves up could have completed if you were just following Elliott Wave. This has been perfect. So I had shown, again, the rally to $5.80 to $6. So I think it was a $5.89. I did say, hey, if you want to take a chance to do some scalping here, you can probably get away with it. That was obviously worked perfectly. But again, I don't know whether that was the whole thing or whether this was, I'm probably guessing that's kind of tugged in there. That was probably the first 5 ways up. Then we can still work higher. So we'll look at that in the future. But, that could have been 5 ways up, and now we could mouse back down to, $4 or something.
Todd, are you just that good at technical analysis, or does our Patreon and Discord members just have that big of bags? That's my question.
Now what?
I said, are you that good at technical analysis, or our Patreons have that big of bags?
Yeah, when I said sell 589, we crashed it. Because I said Litecoin. I also mentioned the same thing on Litecoin. I got too busy here, so. Because on Litecoin, we was at 95 and change, where I said kind of the same thing, that you could probably scalp again. I don't really have a sell, but it just was looking frothy up there. And then again, I had the Bitcoin showing that 5250 could have been the top of the third, but we've already done the fourth, and that could have been it. We could, overnight go to 5600. So I didn't scalp anything there. I still think we're going to stair step higher. A ton of people, this rally here, when we did this 38 to 4100, I think it gave you a million chances to get short, liquidate. Everyone was scared of a break to 2800. So I think everybody got left behind, and the chart pattern shows that. We went through 4200 like butter. I think people are short, people are not long, and they got to make a decision to chase. So they sold a little bit here in the last hour. I think we'll put ourselves back together and keep working higher. So that's what we'll see.
Sweet. Let me steal it from one news article or so, and then we'll get back into some more technical analysis. See what's going on here over in the chat box. A bunch of people happy, a couple angry. But if you do follow along Twitter or Discord, we did have some really good trades over there. Joshua Ramsey says, bleep, I guess it's time to come out of hiding. Buying $20,000 worth of digital assets at 3511 Bitcoin to be exact. Well, there you go. I don't know if we're going to get down that low.
Did you say somebody wasn't happy?
I don't know. I mean, people are going to be scared with the red bars. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's part of the game.
And then what else is going on? The Coin just popped in here and says, you are the man, the only Da Vinci 15, and you predicted higher prices for Bitcoin and alts. There you go. All right, so the news article today, one that might affect you guys if you used a little gem exchange known as Cryptopia. Is Cryptopia keeping users' funds. Now, not all their funds. I expect them to reopen. I expect them to give the funds back. But there is a little bit of a loophole, and especially with these surging Bitcoin and altcoin prices, you might find yourself a little short in the hole. Bitcoin is surging, but hacked crypto exchange Cryptopia's users remain seething. Despite having promised to compensate customers who lost crypto assets following a security breach in January, New Zealand crypto exchange Cryptopia is yet to provide concrete details on the process. You may remember, originally they said it was just Ethereum and ERC20 tokens stolen. I came on here with a little conspiracy theory and said that I believe that Bitcoin, Litecoin, and others may have been lost as well because of some chatter that was going on by an admin on their Discord channel. Well, then I go to work. We came on here and told you that the individual from my work got an email saying that his account was going to be credited with these Cryptopia loss management tokens for Litecoin that was stolen. This is kind of an IOU for Litecoin. Well, that's weird because Cryptopia never even mentioned Litecoin. So what is going to go on here? According to the New Zealand Herald, the crypto exchange has announced that the amount that each affected user will get will be based on the price of the particular cryptocurrency. They're expanding it a little bit here now. Lost as of January 14th when the hack occurred. So if you had one Bitcoin on there, whatever the price was January 14th, what was that price January 14th? I don't know, $4,000. You're not going to receive one full Bitcoin. You're going to receive $4,000 worth of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does go back up here to 5,000, you're going to be a little short in the bag and only be granted 0.8 Bitcoin.
Short in the bag, he says.
Users. That's what's happening to your balance for their Cryptopia. They're getting you. They're keeping that fund to pump back up some users over there. Users of the exchange might find this hard to swallow. This is in light of the fact that they will be missing out on a double-digit gains that Bitcoin has made through no fault of their own. Altcoin holders will be even worse positioned as these crypto assets have appreciated by even bigger margins. So that is pretty unfortunate. At least there's an update. But like I said, my buddy got an email and said he's given some Cryptopia loss management token that's going to fill the void for lost Litecoin until they refund it on their desired time frame. It's also going to be for the January 14th price, which we do know is lower than the current prices. So if he had 10 Litecoin, he's probably only going to get about 8 or 7 Litecoin back. That's pretty messed up, especially after they said they were already going to give everybody their cryptos back. And they originally said it was only Ethereum and ERC20. So the story keeps on changing, and we'll keep you guys up to date with that story as well. Check your emails to see if your account was affected by lost cryptocurrency, and hopefully none of you guys on this channel have to worry about that email and that fantasy token they're giving out as an IOU. What we got going on?
Bitcoin back to 49.80, so interesting. If we go back to that 52.50 high and take that out, I think that's going to get everybody really FOMO'd in, afraid of missing the rally, because everyone's going to sell that break we just had thinking that that was the top of something, but I don't think it is. I'm having a hard time putting any type of count on that Elliott wave, so we shall see. I think the only way you can put a bearish count on what we've just done is call this the A up, because I was calling this A, B, and then the C would have to spend more time out here. I guess you could call this an A up, and then, go ahead and call this the B wave. Maybe ended here on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe we've had an A, B, C, and the highs are in, but I can't say that at the moment. I mean, I guess I would say 4,600 probably needs to hold. If that gives away, I'd start getting concerned. 43, 4,400 print, I think, would be extremely disgusting. But I'm not in that camp.
Jay Stevens says, Todd, talk about the volume. We are seeing some serious new money coming into the market. That's the confirmation we need to keep this rolling.
I'd agree with that. I mean, there's been big volume coming in here, so... a lot of that's shorts getting wrecked, but shorts are just covering shorts that when they sold it, they kept these markets under pressure, so they're just evening up their positions. I think there's a lot of new money coming in. And
there also was, I'll call it a rumor because I didn't verify it myself. It was an outside resource, but they did some blockchain analysis, and they said what really caused this rally of Bitcoin is there was an individual, or maybe it was an institution, or maybe it was an upcoming launch for a custodian, went to Coinbase, Binance, and what was the other one? I can't remember. There's 3, Coinbase, Binance, and Kraken, I believe, and they bought 7,000 Bitcoin on each exchange at the same exact time, and they did it in a market order fashion. So, I mean, maybe that's true. Somebody said they did the analysis on that. So obviously that is going to bring a lot of volume in, but that might not be new people in particular, as it was one individual or one entity buying 21,000 Bitcoin off the open market. What I think that does show you is the fact that these are finite supplies. There is not that much sell side pressure. When other people want to come into the space, there's only 16 million in existence right now for Bitcoin, and really probably liquid Bitcoin is probably only about 5 million. After you subtract those that have been lost, those that are in cold storage, those that are in HODL mode, or those that are being accumulated just like they were yesterday by institutions or upcoming custodians, then you got to take up all that into consideration of what the price point and why things react so quickly in the space. So I don't know if that's true, but talking about volume, I think you got to toss out whatever that is, 1.5 million, that is all one individual or one entity buying market orders all at the exact same time across the largest liquidity providers. And look what that did for the crypto ecosystem. The morale changed, the sentiment changed, the price obviously changed. So it only takes a couple of those, back that with some good news, maybe BACT gets launched, ERS-X gets launched, an ETF gets launched in Q4, and things can really start to rock and roll. And that $20,000 retail blow-off will probably be a blip on the charts once again.
There was an article that Kerry put on the blog at learncrypto.io that talked about the algo hedge funds could have been one of the suspects, and I think that's true. There's a lot of hedge funds going to be coming in here, front running, trading quick. So when they make a move, they all jump on it together. So that could have been it. Because I think it was, I've been saying this before, when we started rallying, there would be no sellers because everyone's already sold. So there wouldn't be any offers on the way up. And that's the type of rally you get when there's no offers. So I think that happened on a majority of coins. There just wasn't any for sale. So it didn't take much to take it higher. And maybe we'll go, I think we'll step higher. It's not going to be as quick as we just had, but I still think we go higher.
Sweet. Well, let's go ahead and do the giveaway from the last live show. If you guys have not seen it, first of all, if you just watch this all the time, only 544 of you watched it, but Todd did go live yesterday, was giving price objectives that we just talked about and saying we were going higher while shorts were still at extremely high levels. You could either saved yourself from getting liquidated or made a few extra bucks on some of the big names, Litecoin, Ripple, EOS, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others. So make sure to catch every video when you can, especially if you're not a Patreon or Discord member. The giveaway is from the last live show we did together, $4,400 Bitcoin, Crypto TA, who benefits from BMW, and more. So if you want to catch up with that, so you know that we are actually taking the trades we're talking about. We give a lot of these out every single live show when we can, and we are not hindsight traders on this channel. Let's see who's going to win 10,000 RPD. Here we go. The winner is actually a brand new Discord member, or Patreon member today, Hunter Hall.
That seems rigged. That seems rigged.
Yeah, right? Always enlightening stuff. And there is his Twitter handle. Shout out to you, Hunter Hall. I'll be sending you 10,000 RPD. Make sure to check that balance. It's as easy as that. If you like free cryptocurrencies, then why not participate? Leave a comment in the comment section below with your RPD wallet address or your Telegram handle to receive that RPD via their Telegram tip bot. All right, Todd, take it over while I tip this fool. Okay. What you got?
I was going to bring up Rep USD. Hainesy asked if we'd pick it up here. I think we did a wave 4, so I would pick it up here. That could be a little bit of a jump with a backup, so I'd have no problem buying that here. I probably wouldn't have any problem buying about anything at the moment. I think that was the break. It'd have been better done it 20 minutes ago for the wave 4. I mean, we did come down. I was showing 48.50, but we're 49, so we're $90 higher than where I thought we'd bottom. So, I mean, Litecoin, quick $12 off the bottom. I think Litecoin still goes higher. So, and the LA wave counts, I throw LA wave counts on my Wyckoff markings, but it's something I think helps me, but you can change those so easily that it's hard to just use that for long-term trading. The software didn't give any sales really, and I think we still work higher. So that's why the Elliott wave counts could get changed here.
Hainsey says showing bullish divergence on the hourly. CM says, hi guys, just arrived home. We'll catch the replay later. Well, shout out to you. Make sure to catch it all. A lot of action going on here in the crypto markets. And then a couple people congratulating Hunter, even though apparently it was rigged because he did just join the Patreon today. Shout out to him.
The bearish count on Litecoin would be that the 5 waves did complete that I'm showing here. That was an A down possibly. We're going to mouse around for, a week or two possibly, and then do a quick tag down to 60. And then that would be a big 1-2 completed, and then we're ready for a big lift off. So that could be a possibility, but I think that would just mean that we stay sloppy here for a week or 10 days and can't get above, maybe can't get above 90 or something. But we're at 85 now, so that'd be something we'll watch as we move along here. What's up, Moxum?
Do you guys have any fundamental questions, any charts you want Todd to take a look at? Todd's lacking a little energy for nailing these price targets. I don't understand what you're doing. I know you just got busy. We were busy all day, and right before the show happened, both our phones are ringing off the hook. That's why we started a few minutes late, but, my gosh, nailed that. I don't know what you got going on over there.
I've been nailing a lot, no doubt. I got my Twitter is on fire, so a lot of likes, retweets, follows, etc. So, the software's done its good deed for us here. Still working on a upgrade that I think will make it incredibly better. So, we're excited about what's going on here. Obviously, getting some bull move action helps. Way easier to trade. And hopefully the lows are in and we continue just working higher. There'll be corrections all over, but I think it'll be easier to trade. So that's the plan.
We got a couple people tossing out some coin requests over there. I'll go through my last news article for the day. We'll go over the technical analysis coins you guys are tossing over there and any fundamental updates. Also remember that a ton of crypto conferences start in April to June. We got the IOHK Summit coming up in a couple weeks. We got the Bitcoin Ben, world's largest crypto, coming up this Saturday, April 6th. There's another event over in Malta going on that Tone Vase is at. Maybe that is helping a little bit as well with the sentiment. A lot of people are going to be hearing about Bitcoin. A lot of people are going to be going to events, and we'll see what happens as these summer months and spring months start coming upon us, and the word gets out there once again. You also have to remember, ErisX and Bakkt have been very quiet, but their deadlines have not changed. ErisX said they were supposed to be launching something in Q2 of 2019. That's starting this month till June, guys, with all these conferences. Bakkt said they were getting close. That starts today. The ETF final approval is when we think it will get pushed back to. That will be Q4 of 2019. And then we are having other exchanges step up their game, and that is the article I am about to read. U.S. crypto giant Coinbase details a $255 million customer insurance program. Are your funds SAFU at Binance? They say they are, but you can guarantee they are SAFU at Coinbase because they're the most heavily regulated crypto exchange in the world. And now they're saying they have the insurance to back up their hot wallets and your cryptocurrencies. Coinbase is taking the threat of criminals hacking activity seriously, and to prove it, the exchange revealed the details of its crypto insurance policy program this week. It's held a hot wallet policy with a $255 million limit since 2013. The policy is facilitated through Lloyd's of London. So out of this country. Quote, if the worst happens and Coinbase loses customer funds, customers deserve certainty that they will be made whole. So unlike Cryptopia, they're not giving you a fake token to hold an IOU for what they're going to underpay you in your crypto assets. Sounds like Mt. Gox to me on a smaller scale. But they actually have insurance to give you a one-to-one backing for the cryptocurrency. They probably do that pretty quickly. Now, the interesting thing that would happen here, Todd, to me is, say there's a big crypto hack. 255 million crypto stolen or whatever it may be. People are like, oh, man, are they going to dump that? But at the same time, if Coinbase has that insurance in cash, Are they going to then pay you out in that cash immediately at the spot rate? Or are they going to have to go buy that Bitcoin and Litecoin that they owe you to put back into your wallet fund? And maybe that net's off the hacked amount, and then you just had some massive volume as everybody has to be refunded those cryptocurrencies. That's what it would be interesting to me.
Wow.
You're going to get your set amount of money, but if they're doing it in a 1-for-1 on crypto, are they going to have to then go market buy all that off the exchange too? That would be interesting to see. I hope that never happens. I hope Coinbase never gets hacked. That's going to be terrible for the industry, as Coinbase is one of the few crypto venture capital projects that are coming into mainstream and being accepted by traditional finance and institutional level financial affiliations, as well as Grayscale. I really wouldn't put Binance in that category because they are offshore and aren't really following all the U.S. regulations. So a hack or some big mishap for Grayscale or Coinbase, I think, puts back the entire crypto ecosystem at least a couple months due to people getting that kind of wrong opinion once again over crypto assets, just as the U.S. is looking more and more friendly.
What's up, Joshua? No name. Hugo's in here. So cheesy. What else? AION looks good. I think that could be interesting. That could have been a jump and a pullback. Could be an upthrust if we can't get things put back together here. But some of these that look like this tend to put it together and work higher. So
that is one that we've been talking about here on the show, but also in Discord off those lows. Why is that? Because historically, Aeon, who is in the trifecta with ICX and WanChain, historically the price action of Aeon follows that of ICX. ICX we've been trading the heck out of, and that thing has been blowing up slightly behind what we just saw there on BAT. And then Aeon went ahead and followed this historical trend, and we're seeing that price action there. Hopefully, with Wyckoff markings, that was a backup, and then we can move into a markup phase with Aeon moving forward. And if that occurred, then our ICX price targets with that markup phase will be met as well. So that is a double whammy there for the trifecta of ICX, Aeon, and WanChain.
I mean, there's BNB. I mean, my God, I moved from 20 to 18, and that chart's extremely good. BAT USDT still looks good, 32 to 28, but that doesn't hurt anything. If you're bearish, it's hard to look at some of these charts because they've been acting pretty well.
I know somebody requested XRP, Digibyte, and then WAN.
And I'm going to show here, KMD is one that I bought down at 94. So it got to 133, back to 120. What else we got here? Let's look at ZRX real quick. ZRX USD. That's another one of those. I mean, that could still be a last point of support here for further. There's Theta USD that we talked about buying down here when it broke the 11. That's still kind of right where it's been. XRP, I was on that around 31 cents. We got it at 34 after doing a 38. That one's still moving pretty slow, but we did, get above kind of the 34, 35 resistance, and we're back to it. So it'd be nice if that one would put itself back together and keep working higher. But that's still been a disappointment. And don't want to see 31 to give away. And then what else? That's about all.
DGB. Several people asked for Digibyte.
DGB. I got the Digibyte BTC here, which has been doing really next to nothing. The Digibyte USD, I think I got the wrong. I don't have a good exchange. That's Bitfinex. Let me bring up a Digibyte USD.
Bittrex, down 3.
Why are those doing that? Well, let's forget that one. Can't help you on Digibyte USD.
Why isn't it working? That's weird.
There we are. I mean, not looking too bad. That's one that we've said has been pretty slow. Again, I wouldn't mind buying any coin probably here. We've had a quick sell-off today. So, and more important news, they say Bitcoin analyst Toyn Vase says crypto market surge may have no specific catalyst. Wow. That's interesting. Not much there of any value. Wouldn't be worried about too much news here.
What else we got going on? Unknown says, do you guys not trade any metals? We actually must not tune in very often. Well, you don't have a wrench. We do go over metals almost daily on the show. GDX, gold, and others. I'm sure Todd can pull up a couple charts. We've been trading some of those using the software as well. Prudent Student says, at Butterfield, I like the way you handled that troll on Twitter yesterday, LOL. Steve-O says, ADA has gone bonkers and is holding up well. Nope. Yeah, ADA is one that we have been on at lower levels. I've been telling you guys for months now to accumulate ADA. Not only do they have a lot of development announcements coming, not only is there the IOHK Summit in 2 weeks, there is also a rumor that was floating around. If you watch my Charles Hoskinson interview, which hopefully you do on the YouTube homepage, go to the interview section and go to Charles Hoskinson's interview. A rumor that maybe, just maybe, you might want to hold at least 10,000 ADA, because this might be a minimum in order to stake on the network once ADA does enact proof of stake on the network as well. Obviously, that doesn't consider whether or not they're going to choose to do validators or anything else, but this was just kind of an estimate that, hey, if staking does become available for all holders, maybe there's going to be a minimum amount of ADA that you need to hold, and maybe it's going to be around 10,000. We have seen a massive rally here in ADA, slow and steady, stair-stepping higher, kind of gone onto the radar, but is, well over 100% off the lows in Satoshi value. And, I've been preaching to try to accumulate some of that. So we'll see what happens at the IOHK Summit in 2 weeks. It really depends on how he phrases new development. And if he says staking is available for anybody with 10,000 ADA, what do you think people are going to do? They're going to run to the exchanges and buy it. Now, if he says staking is available for only 21 validators or block producers like an EOS, then obviously you might see a dump in price, because a lot of those who are interested in passive income, like myself, might let it go at these elevated levels, since we can't generate passive income just by being a holder at this time. So we'll keep an eye on ADA. We'll see what he has to say. But yeah, it's been doing quite well and really holding up there, even with this dumping that we're seeing, if you want to call it dumping, after this major rally we saw across the board in large cap cryptocurrencies.
And I do have some fun with trolls once in a while. I get maybe a little bit immature, jump all over them, then I delete it. But I have a little bit of fun normally. I'm pretty hard to troll, so we're pretty transparent here and give out everything. So that's GDX. Here we're asking about metals. I mean, I've been long GDX, still basically on small positions. We did have a buy here 2 days ago, which I haven't really jumped on. I'm kind of watching. But I kind of thought metals still went higher. We also look at Square quite a bit. Waiting on a buy signal on Square, which we have not gotten. We almost got them down here at 74 or so, but not yet. So that's been a while since we've had a trade there. Shopify, I like longer term. It's holding at higher levels, really right where I sold it. I made a quick 10% in about 10 days. This is our Wyckoff way, which tells us where the general market's going. It's range bound back in a trading range and overbought. So I think we're going to work lower, which is what I said on our weekend review. That's free at wyckoffsmi.com. And TLT, I made some big money. I've gotten my ass slapped last couple of days here. Still long. And hoping to some type of regular flat, and we can dig in here. But Technometer doesn't really support it. No real selling from the OP here. You can see we're holding higher levels. So I think TLT will dig back in here and work to new highs. And that's about all I got. Bitcoin 49.14.
Boom, boom,
Litecoin still at 84. Somebody said it was a 72. That would have been the low, but it's at 84.
Quick rally off that 72. Unfortunately, a lot of our lower objectives after we sold did just get hit, but I believe my Litecoin order has not filled. I think I was at 71.01, but my ETC order filled at 510. Bitcoin order got filled at 48.41. Ethereum order got refilled, so things are looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy right now, and things are rallying nicely off that little red bar we had. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how the price action continues to build up, and we'll kind of go from there. Joshua Ramsey says, it's been a while, Nick. Where are you at on Alaris and eBoost? A lot of the eBoost has been sold publicly. I did that on Twitter. That was months ago, but I do still have some eBoost and Alaris just sitting at the wallet. No real update on that. I know they have developed the Alaris' free game where Alaris will be the in-game currency, but haven't been following all that much. I know eBoost also is a sponsor of Mocket Sports, which is an esports team who is kind of playing a lot of Rocket League and other games and kind of working their way up the ladder in the pro video game sector. Joshua Ramsey says, I have to be honest, I still hold Bitcoin private as well. There you go. Unknown is on one today. I don't know. I can't read that. I can't read that comment there, sir. I don't know what that's referring to, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feeling. What else we got today, Todd? What else we got? There wasn't a lot of news. Like I said, all the news and all the fundamentals were being held back because everybody was just focused on the price action. You got all the trading gurus paying for crypto coin news articles and whatever it may be. So that's really about all I got for news, unless you guys have some questions. Somebody else said, what do you mean passive income on ADA? So there is rumor that ADA is going to enact proof of stake. That means if you hold ADA, you can then stake it. You become a node on the network, you verify transactions on the network, and provide security to the Cardano network as well. In return, you receive a portion of block rewards as well as other fees that get paid to you for being a holder and a staker on their network. Works very similar for other staking cryptocurrencies like Rapids and others, and that's kind of the way it is. The other option is those like NEO, where you actually earn a separate cryptocurrency as kind of a dividend. With NEO, you earn gas. ONT, you earn ONG, etc., etc. So if you have more questions about passive income, feel free to throw them in the chat box. But essentially, you just get rewarded for being a long-term hodler of any individual proof-of-stake cryptocurrency.
Let's go back to my Bitcoin Elliott wave chart here that I've been showing. This is what I showed a few hours ago. Caught the high exact, and then we're doing this wave 4. I still think that everybody was bearish down here at 3,800, 4,000. And again, it was very easy to be bearish here with the action. So those people have been left behind. If we don't continue lower right here in the next day or two and firm back up, all these people that probably love Bitcoin longer term but got cute down at the lows are going to have to start chasing it. And I think that's when you're going to get this stair step higher, where everyone's going to FOMO in that was selling short and not wanting to be long. And then at 7,000, somewhere up here, I'm not going to say 7,000. I'd want to see this thing subdivide itself out. But somewhere up here, 7,000, everyone's going to be bullish. And then we'll probably have a wick to 5,000 when no one's looking, and come back here to these previous fourth ways, like 4,800 where we're at right now. So that'd be my guess, is we're going to continue to work higher, and then we'll have a big sell-off in a couple months. That'll scare everybody real quick, and that'll be a major lasting bottom. I just think the 42, 43, 4,400 when we ran through here, we just left everybody behind. I don't think we'll go back there. You just got a lot of people too bearish. Big Beezy said we never get above 4,200. I mean, if you're in that situation, you've got to now figure out how to chase it. So
probably why it bounced off that quick red bar so quick. People saw their opportunity.
And that situation I don't want to be in. I don't want to be left out. So that's why I really have not sold any Litecoin. Litecoin's acting just too damn well. Like somebody knows something smarter than me. So, worst case, I guess it could fall back down to 60. I would think that'd be at a later date. So I still think Litecoin is just extremely strong. If you didn't see the bar at 100 earlier, I mean, at 85, you'd be ecstatic. I talked to a couple clients last night. We were talking about selling 83. Decided not to. Went down to 78. Like, damn, and then boom. So if you didn't see this morning, today's spike, 84 is a pretty nice Litecoin trade still.
Mattis says it's not a rumor of proof of stake for ADA. Shelley has been in the roadmap since the beginning. Yes, that is correct. It is always going to be going to proof of stake, but it's been taking longer than normal. And the actual details, the actual developments of how the proof of stake is going to be ran across the network has not been publicly announced or publicly verified. As far as, is anybody going to be able to participate? Is it any amount of ADA? Is there going to be a specific threshold? Are there going to be validators on the network? Are there going to be block producers on the network? That has not been all fine-tuned and all made public for investors, users, stakers, and maybe validators, if that's the term they use, to decipher and move forward with what's going on Cardano.
Unknown sold some Litecoin at 94. Congrats. I'd probably buy it back. Beezy says we're going to 1,200. Wow.
I think he just watches Tone Vase now and copies whatever he says.
Right.
Because that's Tone Vase's target still. Tone Vase still thinks we're going to go to 1,200 unless we go down and we test 4K reverse and then break that high of 53 that we just saw. Then he would say the bear is over and the bull is on. But at that point, now now if that occurs, even the biggest bears are going to be caught trying to chase Bitcoin because he said he's not going to go bullish until the confirmation of breaking 5,300 occurs. So now you have all these super bears are now going to be trying to buy Bitcoin at $5,300. And we already saw what happened with lack of liquidity and how quick the price actually can move on some of these large cap cryptocurrencies.
And we got quite a few new people over in the Patreon. Shout out to them. A lot going on over there. That's going to get a lot more exciting as we get more people in there.
Jim Thixton. I thought it was Jim Thornton. Did you change your name or are you somebody else? Sorry about that. Said, just hopped on and what did we say about Bitcoin? Thanks, Todd and Nick, for keeping us informed. Shout out to you.
I mean, Bitcoin came down to that 48.50 level for what I think was a wave forward. So I'm going to show that one more time because this is the chart I've been showing and I updated it today at the highs. I had this around 49.50 if you look, or excuse me, at 48.50 we fell down to 48. 48.75 was my kind of just my guess just by looking at where I thought we'd find support. So I still think we'll hold in here and work higher. Litecoin 86. I mean that's 72, 73 low, so 13 off the low already.
I think for the new people, you need to zoom out a little bit and then take a look at what we've been doing here at Learn Crypto for the past 3 months. Some people disappeared. We've remained vigilant with Patreon, with going live on YouTube, with the putting out content, and not only vigilant, but not trying to leverage short for $5 gains or liquidations. Been accumulating at these lows. You can see all these buys. These buys are placed on there and left on there, made live on YouTube, made live on Patreon, made live on Twitter. And when we say we do it, we do it. I even show order books for those in Discord if anybody ever questions it, as well as Twitter. So that's what we've been doing the past 3.5 months. People said this is the longest bear market ever. Well, is it? If the low was really back then when we called a low of Bitcoin of 3,000 to 3,200, the bear market's over if we don't go to a new low. This is all the start of the next phase of accumulation moving into the bull market. So we'll see where these price actions end up. But so far, I mean, I can sit here and hodl all the way to $60, and every single buy that we've had live on air will still be profitable.
Right. And I want new people to understand that I own WyckoffSMI.com, the institute that Richard Wyckoff started. I do have Elliott wave counts on here because I like to throw that on after the fact based on volume analysis, etc. So real time, I thought this was a triangle. I thought this was a triangle. So if that's true, this is about the only Elliott wave count that you probably could come up with, which does say we just did a wave 5 blow off and we're going to do ABC down to 60. And again, this Elliott wave count might not be correct. I was just comfortable with it at the time. Wyckoff didn't give me a sell up here. A gentleman on Twitter wanted to know if this was a buying climax and we're headed down in distribution. But if that's a buying climax, that's stopping action. So that means the uptrend is over for a while, but that doesn't mean we're headed straight down. It just means we need to work sideways. That could have been a buying climax. We've had an automatic reaction. We'll work to a test higher, go sideways for weeks or months, and then maybe do an up thrust of distribution, sign of weakness, whatever. So it's way too early to be that bearish if that was a buying climax. But I don't think that was what it was. I think it was a frenzy there. But I'm still friendly on Bitcoin, so I think Litecoin will probably put itself back together, and this count possibly isn't correct. But that's why at 95 and change, again today, I told people you could take some partial profits. I really wasn't doing it, but if you're scared, short-term trader, you could have done that. Looking back, that was obviously a good trade to do, because even now you could buy it back and take $8 or so out of it. But you got to be pretty quick on the trigger for that. And I'm scared about having it run without me. So a lot of my clients are scared of it running without them. So
Jet says, question, do you think Coinbase will list ADA this month? I don't know about this month. Now, that would be pretty big news. Maybe they would want to, because that would be like another hype for Coinbase and free advertisement for Coinbase at the Iowa HK Summit, which is occurring in a couple weeks. But really, what you need to remember is once that short list, the original short list that Coinbase announced, every one of those assets plus XRP has been listed except for ADA. Now, what historically has Coinbase waited for? For a major update. Because once that update occurs, then it's a lot easier for Coinbase to not only list it, but not have to finagle with it anytime soon down the road. We also do know from Charles Hoskinson's AMA that he just did that there is going to be significant development announcements for Cardano and for ADA. That all starts to line up that an ADA listing is coming for Coinbase. Now, we do know recently with the XLM and XRP listings, there wasn't really a major rally. What it does do is it gets you one little green bar, but really it's for the long-term macro fundamentals for the listed cryptocurrencies. Whether you like it or not, Coinbase is one of the best fiat onboarding platforms, one of the highest regulated, and one of the best insured. On top of that, it has the easiest general user interface, meaning beginners that meet me and Todd at a bar, we can say download Coinbase, use this link. Me and you will both get $10 each when you spend $100 on Bitcoin. You click on the logo you like. If you like the yellow one, that's Bitcoin. If you like the green one, that's Ethereum Classic. And then you type in how many dollars you want to spend, and poof, you have cryptocurrencies. It's as easy as that. Are there other competitors coming into the space? Yes, but Coinbase is not only going to have the beginner and new retail investors, as well as those that came into space in 2017, but they're also going to have institutional exposure with the custodian offerings they have, with the index they have, and now with the insurance that they have. So the cryptocurrencies on that platform are going to have much more exposure than that we see on some of these other crypto exchanges. That's why it still is important for the long term of these crypto prices to be added to Coinbase.com. We saw this exact thing happen for Litecoin when it went to $400. Nearly all of its volume and liquidity was being provided by Coinbase. The same thing is going to continue to happen. Now, if it gets overly saturated, you're not going to see the pumps upon listing. But it is still very vital for those cryptocurrencies moving forward to get onto what is one of the best. You might like them, might hate them for fees, whatever it is, but it's still one of the top dogs here in the crypto ecosystem.
Did you ask about Galaxy Digital the other day?
Sure did. What's it doing now?
It had that because it had that 40-cent break.
Yep.
I mean, anybody bought that down at $1, and I picked a low on that basically exactly. I gave the buy right here. It was trading $1 one night we did a show. And I said that was something to buy and hold. So we're at 267. I think Novogratz is going to do big things in this space. So that's going to go bigger. And then I guess we should say that Kerry set up interview with...
Oh, yeah, we got Thomas
Lee.
Yeah, Thomas Lee is
Shout
actually...
out.
We're going to be doing a recorded interview with him on Friday, probably be posting it Friday night. I then do fly out to go to the crypto conference in Austin on Saturday, so... Keep up to date on Twitter. I'll have some videos going on there. I know Digibyte's going to be there, Packcoin, Data Bunker, Rapids, and the list goes on and on. Bitcoin Ben, Wild West Crypto. So we'll be getting a lot of Twitter videos and images with those guys to see what's going on in the crypto ecosystem. But really, yeah, Thomas Lee is huge. He's been on CNBC Fast Money.
Fundstrat.
Yep. Runs Fundstrat. Has his own misery index that we're going to hammer him about. And we're really got a good idea of what he thought about this recent rally and whether he thinks it's sustainable moving forward. And then somebody said, institutional money, Chinese New Year, probably trolling that we've been continuing to say that. But that's because you probably don't work in institutional finance. I do work for an institutional financial advisor and just actually had a meeting on Monday with their ops due diligence department because managers are approaching them about diversifying into crypto assets. So that will become a reality. It's always just been a timing thing. So there you go. We'll see what Thomas Lee has to say about that as well because he is obviously doing that as a day job with crypto institutional investors and see if more money is flowing into there. On top of that, for another tidbit of information, the recent rallies have put the Grayscale Investment Trust above $1 billion in crypto assets in which they need to hold the underlying for their investors.
And Thomas Lee's, I know, been friendly on stocks, so I'm sure he's going to talk about that. And I kind of agree with what he's been saying. I think stocks are still going higher because of lower interest rates. So I want to ask him a few things about just the general stock market, interest rates, et cetera. So like I said, excited about having him on here. I think that's a good look for the show.
Yeah, I think it'll be really interesting. I mean, that's more of your forte. I know you have a lot of questions for him. You're going to take a look at his misery index, maybe look at your charting software, etc. But it'll be very informative nonetheless because he isn't really representing any coin in particular, and he's not John McAfee. So he's really just representing the crypto ecosystem as a whole and looking at it from a trading and investment perspective as he manages clients' money, and they have their own analysis program for their doing their own due diligence on these crypto projects as well.
Plus, I'm glad to get him on here because that way we can hopefully check back in with him, on down the road. So Bitcoin gets back to 20,000. It'll be cool to check in with somebody like him with an update. So, because we're going to kill it here on this channel.
What else we got? Any last final questions or charts you want to look at? Let's do an exit poll here. Are we going to go to 5,500 or 3,500 first Bitcoin? 5,500 Bitcoin or 3,500 Bitcoin? Are you super bearish? Are you bullish? Are we going to new all-time highs on this move? 5,500 plus? Are we breaking below that 4,000 support, heading for the back into the 3,000s? What you guys think here on the channel? Let's see what Learn Crypto does, how they're feeling.
So cheesy.
So cheesy.
Whenever I think about that, I think of all the pictures those guys posted.
Everybody is saying 5,500 or they're bullish. Is there any bears out there that think we're going to break below the 4,000 support?
No bears.
Back into the 3,000s.
Whoa. Jeez.
There's nothing. No bear. What is going on here?
Jet's really bullish. Lammy's bearish. Lammy's by himself.
Can you take a look at Funfair before we leave? FUN, if you got that.
That's an old name.
I think that was a Gary Pork Blaster back in the day. Saw some nice gains out of that thing. Well, in what, 2017, 2018?
Fun USD still kind of marked in a little accumulation maybe.
Pull that up for you.
Madius says he's bullish. Bear market's officially over. I'm going to try to agree with that. Steve-O, what's up? Taj is hiding. Taj hasn't been in there, has he? He's still looking for 1,200?
Yeah, last time I knew, he was looking for much lower prices.
There's Fun USD. I mean, maybe a little bit of accumulation. I wish it looked better than that. So that's not one that I do much with.
Can you look at the BTC pair for Hunter Moss? And then...
No, I can't.
Law for Life says, buy Fun. Steve-O says, hey guys, in a wave. Hey to you, Steve-O. I'll give you a wave after here when we go back to the overview screen.
Fun BTC doesn't look any better. So... I mean, if it holds here, it would be all right. I'd give it one last chance here to buy it here and use a stop down here at the lows or near the lows. Give it one last chance to dig out of here.
There you go. We don't have stops very often, but when we do, Todd's pretty on point.
Yeah, I've been on fire.
Lamy J says, I do like the 200 moving average on BTC, but still can be bearish. Can't handle the bull market now. Let's go 3,500. DW says he's coming out for the 3,500. Temple Ray coming out for the 3,500. Steve-O coming out for the 3,500. So they're all just kind of debating in the background.
Steve-O.
We saw all the bulls come out first, and then the bears got to get in their last 2 cents.
If Litecoin gets back to that 100 level, I mean, look out.
Whoa.
That thing will be rocking and rolling.
Whoa. We need one more red bar because that's the last bag that I didn't pick back up on that little massive dip we had there. M. Makuka said 4K before AK. I don't know how to say your name. Maybe we need to get in Discord chat so you can tell me how to say it. I think that's about all I got.
Hunter Moss. Is that a name? Do I know you, Hunter Moss?
Ruby Lively says, I see some people didn't accumulate enough just yet. There you go. Yeah, I mean, there's never enough accumulation once it starts going green because then everybody gets that FOMO, the holy cow, look how quick this is moving on me. Where do I get in? But we had plenty of opportunity. The past 3.5 months, we've had plenty of buys. It's like 6, 7, 8 buys on any given cryptocurrency, picking the lows for the day on most of those. And a lot of opportunity within a very tight range. Obviously, everybody's finances are different. Maybe you don't have extra money every month, but we do always preach to dollar cost average, meaning every paycheck, maybe you put $50, $100 into the crypto market at whatever the given price is. And that's kind of a little separate from the trading funds because that way you mitigate risk and you really ensure that over time you're going to have the best possible price for cryptocurrencies moving forward.
Can we have, bring me back. one chart like here I do not like. This is the shit I don't like. I mean, this could be a leading diagonal. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's bullish. That's kind of a market trying to get going, but a lot of selling pressure. So if that's the case, then this would be a wave 1. And we're going to do a ABC down. So we're just going to need some type of probably somewhere to here, and then over somewhere to here. So again, I'm not looking for that right now. I still think you can buy Ethereum and it works higher. The bearish count would be this, and I would be extremely bullish back over here. We bought before around 111, 112. I think that'd be strong support again. So if this would happen, I'd be extremely bullish a coin like this. So some of these coins that aren't acting well look a little bit more like this. So I think that's the count. Then you would get something like Litecoin would do an ABC down to 60 and then skyrocket. So that's something to look at, but I'm not in that camp at the moment. But that's a bearish. I think that's the most bearish look you could get on these things.
There you go. That's about all we got today. By the way, free money, RVN, Raven coin down 20% today. We'll ride the post BTC alt pump. There you go. We've been trading Raven. We were selling into the positive momentum it had there, looking for a major pullback. I don't think this pullback has gone deep enough. I said I'm not even interested in Raven until it gets around 900 sats. Now, I haven't checked it since we went live, so I don't know if a red wick got down around there when things were selling off.
I've got to run a disclaimer real quick for my auditors. Hold on. Nope. Why'd I get an error on that?
Let me try it.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns.
There we go. And Lamey J said we had a RPD troll in the room. Well, it wasn't an RPD troll because he did ticker symbol RPDS, which isn't even a real thing. So that's how I know you're a troll and know nothing about what you're talking about. Also, that has been a 50x since the first day I brought it onto the channel. So maybe do a little due diligence or maybe start making some money. I don't know what to tell you.
Brandon Fuller says XRP is going to chong Bitcoin for
Whoa.
one spot. Whoa. Thank him later.
There we go. And then lastly, before we head out, anyone use Cost Exchange? I've never personally heard of it. Apparently, they have good profit share. Interesting.
I'm going to wrench Hunter Moss, whether anybody likes it or not.
That's all we got. There wasn't a lot of news, but we did go over some fundamentals, a lot of technical analysis. Follow with us, guys. We'll try to be live on YouTube as much as we can, as well as Twitter. If you feel like you need more exposure or you want to learn on your own, head to learncrypto.io and see what we do outside of YouTube via Patreon, Discord, a cryptocurrency trading course. We try to give as much as we can for free here on YouTube and Twitter, but obviously for our time or more, VIP feeling, we do have some paid tiers so you can get involved. Let's stay long here on cryptocurrencies. Elliott Wave is playing out perfectly. Let's see if Wyckoff follows through as well. You know the bags we love. Those are the bags you should still be buying. If you trade it off on the tops, don't be afraid to pull the trigger here because there is no guarantee that it will go lower. You're going to be earning a nice 5 to 10% more to those bags. What else do you want? That was a great trade. So take advantage of it and make the round robin on that, the roundhouse on that trade go through. What do you got to add, Todd, before we get out of here?
Hunter, your wrench just makes you look more important, I guess. Now you can delete people. You can put people in lockdown, whatever.
You're a moderator.
I don't know if I had anything else.
That's about all I got. There's no usually we have this big news at the very end we tell people, and the people who stick around through the whole show get this big announcement, but there's nothing else there.
Join
really.
Wyckoff on crypto. I'm on fire on Twitter.
There you go. Our Twitters are there on the bottom left. All the websites are at the bottom as well. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry the chat box on screen is not working. Hopefully we can help you guys make money in cryptocurrencies, but also start using cryptocurrencies. Help you download wallets, get staking nodes online, master nodes online, and more. The fundamentals behind these projects are going to be very important for the longevity of the project. projects. So stick around, get more information from our homepage on YouTube. We have everything sorted from reviews, interviews, and more. And look for us to be live tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. and for an interview with none other than Thomas Lee on Friday to be posted by Friday night before I catch a flight to a crypto conference.
Shout out to Brandon Fuller for $14.99.
Holy cow. Brandon Fuller, best duo on the tube. $14.99 twice. Holy cow.
He fat-fingered it.
Fat-fingered it, and we're taking advantage.
No refunds.
Show me the money.
Thank you, Brandon.
Really appreciate it, Brandon.
Give me back the screen real quick.
That is awesome.
Show me the money.
I mean, one thing I want to tell new people in here is the buys I've had on Litecoin, we have marked here. The buys on Bitcoin, those are all from the software looking at price and volume, etc. So to learn that, cheapest way is to go to learncrypto.io, buy the cryptocurrencies and Wyckoff course. It's a slimmed down version of the $1,000 Unleashed course at wyckoffsmi.com, but that'll give you a lot of people talking Wyckoff now and they're not talking it correctly. So for $300, I think you can learn it correctly and then understand the software a lot more. And I'm going to guarantee help your trading. So
that's what it's all about. Shout out once again to Brandon Fuller, double time, best duo on YouTube. We really appreciate that. Keep catching. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit us up in Discord for any questions. And Nate Youngerman says he's about to get over in Discord as well. Apparently he just got a credit card. Now, we don't like to put cryptocurrency on credit cards, but I think you'll be making a wise investment. One good trade pays for the whole month, and that's what we're all about. We're just trying to see you guys hop on that Learn Crypto rocket ship with us on the way to the moon.
Whoa, easy does it.
Peace
Shout out,
guys.
Tree Man.
See you soon.
Peace out.
Oh, hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck, everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.
On. Holy cow, and we're coming back before we turn it off. Brandon Fuller, I didn't fat finger another $20. Holy cow. I hope are you in our Discord and Patreon? Like, I don't understand.
I didn't fat
Holy
finger.
cow. Maybe he took some of our non-trading advice and got some good funds going. Hopefully he made some good money on Bitcoin, Litecoin, and some of the other calls, and we appreciate when you regurgitate that back to us. Brandon, get some questions together for the next live show, because any question you ask tomorrow will be answered. Any chart you request will be answered. Shout out to you. We never come back. We never do encores on this channel. This is maybe the first one in history.
And I'm not splitting that. I'm not splitting that with Nick because
what is going on? Oh my God. Holy.
We better cut off so he'll quit throwing money at us. XRP.
I think we just made more off super chats tonight than we did off the entire ad revenue from YouTube for the past month.
Right.
I don't know what is going on. Shout out again.
I hope XRP.
XRP is king. $450. I mean, I think I just got to wear this, this XRP sign's got to go back up here, I think. I think I'm going to have to hang this up for the next show. Are you buying advertisement space here for XRP? That's what it looks like. So next show, we'll have this hung up here for you, buying that XRP ad space. Shout out to you. Holy moly. If he's putting some of that money in XRP, that thing's about to moonshot.
Shout out to Brandon.
Peace out, guys. We'll run the outro one more time. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see Thomas Lee on Friday. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and leave that RPD wallet address in the comment section below for your chance to win.
Oh, hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck, everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.